Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk you through our 5-day itinerary in Amsterdam.
This is the second part of our Amsterdam itinerary. If you haven't seen the first part of the video, we will leave a link in the description as well as here in the video.
And so now on to day 4.
So day 4 is The Hague. From Amsterdam, you can actually get to The Hague in less than an hour. Particularly if you're coming from Haarlem, there's also a direct train going to The Hague. From The Hague, in The Hague, the first attraction that we went to is regal. It is it's an amusement park.
A theme park.
It's a theme park. A local theme park. There's quite a lot of activities for young children and
older kids as well.
Older kids as well. What I recommend is head straight further to the areas where there's less queues. Tends to be that the ones for younger kids like Renzo and Ayla are in the front, but since it's in the front, people start queuing early on those. But yeah, it's quite there's quite a number of different rides that both of them can take. Obviously, Renzo can go into more rides. What's really nice about it is that there is in the entrance the height that is required, but there's a middle section that says
you're allowed
in if there is a parent.
Yeah.
There's a symbol that says, with a parent, with an adult, you are allowed in, even though there's of this height.
I wouldn't say that there were lots of there were long queues when we went.
Yeah.
There were like groups of kids, maybe a field trip or what, but the queues were quite fast, even if there was a queue. Just take note, we went early June, so I don't know when the peak times are, but certainly the first week of June was when we went, and it was okay. It's manageable.
Yeah, and even there was quite a bit of crowd, but it's I would think it's around 10 minutes or less. Sometimes there's no queue.
Yeah.
So it's quite good. Again, it was hard to get them out of it to get our next destination. But the next place is more for us. It's more of, if you're in The Hague, you might as well see the Parliament. Essentially, we from Drievliet, we just took the tram back to Binnenhof. So Binnenhof is where the Parliament is. There's a few other buildings of interest. Maurits House, if I'm pronouncing it right. There's a famous painting there. I think it's the girl with the pearl earring.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. If you go circle around in the back, there is a good lakefront there, and you get a good view of the buildings. And it was a really nice area to explore.
It's a perfect time as well for us to take a stroll because it was Ayla's nap time.
Yeah, just the in-between moment. And for the rest of the afternoon, we just hopped off to another tram and went to Maduro Dam. So Maduro Dam is a miniature
replica almost of the Netherlands.
Yeah, so different buildings recreated in miniature. We've been to quite a number of miniature parks.
But this is quite unique and a lot bigger as well, because this one, it's not just that you're looking at miniature like dioramas or replicas, but a lot of them are also interactive. So the kids are actually able to play around with the locks, the miniature locks that they had for the boats to pass.
There's also like a game where Renzo was able to fire off some water towards a ship. So we like that as well. And another area where you can control suction cup cranes. So stacking bricks on a harbor or crates in a harbor.
And they also had was it KLM?
Yeah,
KLM.
There's a
simulation of a flight taking off, and they had LCD screens inside. So it really, and then I don't know if the actual plane had some movements, but it certainly felt that it was moving a bit. So it felt like we were really lifting off, and Renzo the whole time was asking, "Are we really flying? Are we really flying?" And we were like, so it was so funny, but he really enjoyed that as well. So that was cool.
Yeah, apart from that, there is also again a playground there. It's a rather large playground.
Yeah, you won't run out of playgrounds in the Netherlands, I think.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the rest of the day. We stayed there till almost the closing time, and yeah, after that, headed back to Haarlem.
And then the last full day that we had, we spent in Lineershof.
Yeah, so Lineershof is actually the largest playground in Europe. That's their claim. And what's really nice about it is just in Haarlem, or how you get to it is close to Haarlem, which is you take a bus from Haarlem station going to Lineershof. One thing that we realized is if you want to have a bike ride or try a bike in the Netherlands, the path going to Lineershof is a good shout.
From Haarlem.
From Haarlem is to try out.
Because how many minutes will it take?
It's probably around 20-25 minutes to bike. It's roughly the same as taking the bus, but it's mostly straight and the views are quite good.
Yeah.
And if you're a bit more scared of going into or trying it out in Amsterdam, where it's a bit more rush, it's less people, and you can. When I look, there are bike rentals right at close to Haarlem station. So consider that, because when we were looking through the bus,
when we were on the bus, we were thinking, oh, this would have been a nice bike ride.
Yeah.
So something for you guys to try.
Yep. And what's really nice, of course, once you get to Lineershof, is that it's really a playground. It's not an amusement park as such. There are maybe one or two that are mechanical, but the rest of it is something where you really need to push.
Good, that's mechanical. What you
mean? You mean where it's battery operated or?
Yeah, majority of the things that you can do that are all kind of mechanical, so you have to really exert effort because obviously the kids will need help as well. It's really like a very, very unique playground, and mind you, there's also an entrance fee. It's not exactly cheap as well, but I think it's worth it, I would say. And also, I don't know if it's also just the time of the year that we went there, but there weren't a lot of people when we went. In fact, we were the only ones there when it opened, and we had the whole place to ourselves for the first maybe 30 minutes.
What Renzo really enjoyed there is there's an area there where there's a mini village, and each of them would have their
own.
It's like a
it's a pedal.
It's a pedal
trike.
And they're all driving around this mini city that has a police station. They can go.
They have a fire station, a police station. They have a takeaway store. So they're all pedaling using their tricycles, and then they'll go by the takeaway counter, and there would be kids there taking orders, and it's just really a very nice, really pretend village.
For those of you who don't stay in Haarlem, if you are going to Lineershof, might as well go to Haarlem after. So in Haarlem, they have their own windmill. It's only one. I think it's like Windmill Adrian. It's close to the station, so you can just walk there. There is a nice, in the center of the town, a very large church, or I think it was a cathedral. Apart from that, there's quite a long area of the town, the center of the town, and there's quite what's really nice is there's a lot of different side streets where they're putting plants outside, so it was quite a nice view going out.
And also there's a because that was a weekend, there's a weekend market in Haarlem.
Yes.
So we had a nice time exploring, again, the market, seeing different products being sold there. Obviously, there's cheese, there's other produce there, and
Renzo wanted a stick waffle.
again, we ate waffles and sweets.
Yeah, that's unique, the stick waffles, but I'm not sure if it's anywhere else, but yeah, they ate stick waffles, that's what they wanted.
So yeah, all in all, I mean, the next day we had to go, but Amsterdam was really a great experience for us as a family. I really enjoyed it. I don't know, which one was your favorite?
I would say Linneo shop is probably a
Same,
favorite there.
yeah.
And what's really nice about Amsterdam is they speak very good English.
Good English.
We've never had the problem understanding anyone. Everyone that we spoke to spoke English, which is helpful for us. And
They're all very friendly as well.
very helpful as well, because yes, as looking like us getting lost, when they notice that you are getting lost, and they sometimes
offer help.
Yeah, they offer help. If they overhear us, we need to get here. Then they offer advice. You can take this one and go here. This is the train that goes there. We really appreciate it.
And they're very, I don't know, friendly with kids as well.
Yeah.
We've had lots of occasions where people stopped and greeted Ayla and Renzo, or on one occasion in the train, before stepping out of the train, a group of kids, older kids, even approached us asking us about where we came from, and saying that the kids were so adorable. That was really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good experience for us.
It's a very good experience for us. We definitely loved it. I loved
certainly, I didn't expect there were a lot of things that you could do in Amsterdam or in the nearby areas, specifically for kids, but it turns out there are a lot. So do consider Amsterdam if you are planning a trip with kids.
And we hope that this helped you in your travel itineraries.
Do consider to like and subscribe if this was helpful for you, so that we can make more of this kind of videos.
And let us know in the comments if you have any place, probably in Europe, since we are there a lot, or wanting to go in there a lot, any place that you want to visit. Till the next time. Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Sun here is very hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Hotter than the UK?
This is in the UK, but
I like this view, Enzo.
yeah, we're in Amsterdam. Well, next year we're going to the Philippines.
Renzo, look at that view. Wow,
And
look at
there's-
that.
There's
And then on the other side is the same thing. Whoa, look at that. Isn't it nice?
There's 5 bridges in this place.
Have you counted? There's 5 bridges you can see, but there's probably more.
Probably more when you go even further.
That's right.
There's even a bottle bin. I'm surprised. I didn't know a bottle was a bin.
A bottle bin? What kind of bin is a bottle bin?
Did you see that one that was an orange bottle?
Oh.
It was actually a bin, not a bottle.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
And there's even loads of bikes. There's more bikes over here than